Hello, this is Christoph with Kaiserworks presenting Feldman Royle Test Fit Plan. I'm going to be showing two plans here. We're looking at the second floor and the west side of the second floor. And per our internal conversation, we discussed using this southwest corner as primarily front of house reception conference lounge area. And it really turns out we actually did a few versions of this trying to put some offices on the east portion of this space, and it really does not allow for the sort of generosity that I think communicates the luxy atmosphere that we're trying to portray with this front of house area. And so what we ended up doing is using this south line of the core as our datum that separates front and back of house. We're stacking smaller offices along this western wall. These are just practically speaking 9 feet by 12 foot 9 inches in the north-south direction. And we have three offices of that scale, and then we have another office that's very similar in scale to those over here, our fourth office. And then we have our two large principal offices, which are substantial in size, 15 feet and change by 20 feet and change. And these are effectively mirrors of each other, one being the corner office. Small break room that's tucked up here using plumbing that's located in this location already. We have plumbing that is running in a stack along this wall, so we would be pulling from that to accommodate this kitchen here. And we're not getting deep into materiality with this test fit plan, but roughly speaking, we're talking about smooth white drywall finish with monolithic glass and patch hardware or bottom and top monolithic glass operable, higher end glazing systems for the doors into the principal offices as well as the smaller offices. These are our existing utility and bathroom bank, and we've rotated, in this plan we're showing the door that is currently positioned here in the plan. We're rotating it over to this western edge. We would like to do the same with this other one, so that's not part of this reception scene. So this door, if we can, would be rotated over to the side here. This utility closet is accommodated, or sorry, it's essentially spoken for with HVAC equipment, and so we need to work with mechanical on any deviation from the current plan, but I think rotating this to the side should be workable as we're showing in this upper utility B closet area. Back down to the reception area, coming through the front door, you are met by a room that is rectangular in the east-west direction, and I think in most scenarios on a given day you walk in here, we see these stacking sliders as recessed, and likewise on the other side. And so this reception moment becomes a bit of it's almost like a landscape scene where you have this central point of gravity, which is the reception desk where you are received by somebody. The backdrop to that wall would be presumably where we would have projection or television for the conference room on the other side, and then glass would either stack into this central wall or off to the sides. But the big idea being, when these are pulled back, this really feels like one very large, generous space with this really dramatic, beautiful view towards the southwest. And then when need be, this wall would be closed off, creating an isolated conference room that is still very generous. And I'm going to move now to the second plan. Second plan, everything else is the same with exception to the office configuration. This gives one additional office and a small break room, and that comes at the cost of these principal offices being smaller in size, 14 foot 8 inch in the north-south direction here, and 13 foot and change in the east-west direction. So smaller but still sizable offices. And it is important to note these offices here are small offices. These are 10 foot and change in the north-south direction, and they are about 9 feet in the other direction. Workable as we're showing here. This is an office configuration we've used in other offices, so we're not putting tiny desks in here, but it should be said that these are small, and that is an effort to maintain adequate and comfortable circulation going from front of house to back of house. So we look forward to your thoughts on this. Thank you.